In this video, we're going to take a look at the all-new, updated Typhon 3S. Take it for a speed run. Then I'm going to show you how the DSC functionality works. And then we'll take it off-road to see how the movement works. All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. So we have the new Typhon in the house, and there's going to be 4 key points I'm going to talk about with this vehicle. I'm not going to spend a lot of time unboxing this because I do want to get this out and I do want to run this to see how much better this runs than the previous version. So 4 of the main things about this new vehicle is that this does come with the radio that does have the DSC on it. So that's kind of their AVC answer to some of these newer Arrma vehicles that are coming out. This does have 4 modes on it. Basically, you're going to turn the steering wheel to the right, power it on, and once it's powered on and turned to the right, you can actually hit the power button a couple of times, and it's got 4 different modes that'll help with the stability of the vehicle as you're driving it. So that's one key factor on it. And I'll do a full-blown video on that. I may do it when I'm going out and testing so you guys can see that and run if I have time to do it. But it does have 4 modes with that. The other thing is not just the paint scheme. That's going to be, I guess, an honorably mentioned thing about the vehicle, but it has a clipless body, which is excellent. You just press this button down here in the front and you can kind of wiggle this up and this comes straight off. This fits in the back there, and of course it's got this component and stuff on the front of it that fits down in those 2 mounting holes there. So that is a good thing. So that's the second thing. I know I said 4 things. The other elephant in the room, which is a good elephant in the room, is going to be it has a center diff in it. So yes, thank you on that, Arrma. That is great that they're doing this. We knew at some point in time that they would do this, and I'm so curious on how much better this vehicle is going to handle off-road now that it has a center diff in it. They started doing this with the Mojave 4S, and now they have it in this vehicle, the Sense, and I'm pretty sure they'll do it across their whole platform. So they're really going to step their game up. And for the price of this of $329 bucks, you get a good deal. I mean, this kind of blows the Traxxas Jado away because the Jado is a 2S car and capable of about 25 miles per hour. And this is going to be a 3S car capable of about 45 to 50 plus miles per hour. And we're going to test that just on 3S in just a minute. They did do a couple minor updates too to it. You guys see they have these ventilation holes back here. So that's probably to help the car when it jumps to help some of that air and stuff flow through there. But the 4th thing, I did say there were 4 major changes in my opinion to this vehicle, is also going to be down here where this ball bearing is. It used to be in the past that they had a little clipping in here, but this is actually molded into the chassis now. So you don't have too much difficulty of that popping out and stuff like that. So that's another major change that I see with this vehicle. Of course, the battery tray is a little bit different. They actually have a plastic piece that's right here that can help secure that battery down more, so that a lot of people, I think, were running these vehicles and jumping them and they were breaking their battery straps and the battery's kind of falling out. So this is going to help secure that down a little bit more. The battery tray down here and stuff is not adjustable, but that's going to be big enough for a nice 3S 5,000 to 6,000 milliamp lipo. I got a little cheap one up in there I'm going to go ahead and run, but I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to look at some cheap 3S lipos. And they do have this kind of new system and stuff in here too, as well as new speed controller and stuff, which allows you to utilize a lot of that DSC system stuff that comes with the vehicle. But pretty much everything else is almost exactly the same. The design and stuff is going to be the same. So the parts are going to be compatible with this and the other models. And you can probably do some updates if you were going to try to do it at some point in time between this one and the other. But I think the chassis mode is a little bit different because I can't recall if the older version had this right here to keep the battery from sliding forward or not with that. So like I said, I'm not going to go into in-depth with this because you guys see all kinds of stuff out there about this vehicle. You guys know it is 8 scale in size. It does feel a little bit heavier too because of the center diff. The previous version was a little bit lighter, and when I ran against other 8 scale buggies, I kind of did get knocked around, but I think this is going to be fine with this. Of course, same thing, adjustable turnbuckles. It has kind of the same shocks and stuff. I don't think there's any updates to that. But I'm going to quit my yapping and we're going to get this bad boy out. We're going to speed test it real quick, straight on 3S. And I'll try to play with the DSC while I'm out there just a minute so you guys can see some of that functionality. And then, of course, we are going to take this off-road and bash it off-road. So give me just a minute. Let me get a 3S battery charged up. We'll take this bad boy out. All right, y'all, the moment of truth. We're going to do this 3S speed test with this. I'm curious on how fast this is going to go and actually how much better this is going to handle with this center diff in here. So let's go ahead and let's do a couple passes and then we will take this bad boy off-road. It's not raining today, so we're good. All right, bring this on back down here. Make sure no cars are coming. I can definitely feel the difference. It's a lot smoother too. All right, let's see what we got on that first pass. Probably need to put another 3S in here. The one I got is pretty old. Actually, it's really old. So anyway, let's see what we got on that pass right there. 46, all right. Let's try that again. Take this on back down. We are at 100%. Make sure that's starting. Need to go with my SMC labels and put it in here, but let's go. This battery I'm running here is probably the cheapest 3S I have. It's a battery I got two for like $20 or something from Amazon. It's a 5,000 milliamp, but and 50C, but I've had it over, sheesh, 4 months. Anyway. Y'all know I had to do that. Let's see what kind of speeds we got there with this. And drum roll please, 45. So I am getting 46 miles per hour out here with a very, very cheap LiPo. So you can probably get between 46 and probably up to about 50 miles per hour with this vehicle with the stock gearing. So of course we're going to super speed Saturday and lower down and try to get some higher speeds on it. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's take this off-road and see what it does off-road. All right, y'all, so before we get this video started, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the functionality of this. So what you wanna do is you wanna turn the steering wheel all the way to the right and you wanna hit the power button. And see, this is mode 2. I'm gonna drive it real quick on mode 2. So you guys will see this here, driving on mode 2. It's got a little bit of the controller here. You guys can barely see that moving just a little bit, but it's not a whole lot. But I'm gonna show you how it drives. This is mode 2. It comes stock on mode 1. I think this will work best with 2-wheel drive. It's gonna be fine on 4-wheel drive. And that's why I didn't spend a lot of time on the unboxing, because I wanted to show you guys this. So that's gonna be mode 2. And then we're going to go ahead and do this to mode 3. So we're going to turn this all the way to the right again. We're going to hit that power button. Guys, hear it beep 3 times. Show you this real quick. Guys, see that's moving just a little bit. A lot more stable. I can actually feel it a little bit going over this rough terrain. Look at that. That's actually really stable there. A little bit better than what I thought it was going to be. Let's take it back over here. Look at that, pretty straight, pretty straight. Now that's mode 3, y'all. Woo, wow. All right, and let's go ahead and I'm gonna put it in mode 4. So of course, turn this to the right all the way again, hit that button. Now that's all the way on 4. And you guys see, tires move a little bit more to help with the stability of it. And let's go through a straight acceleration. Now, one thing I'm gonna say right off the bat is I'm gonna do this a little bit, but is that it doesn't seem to hurt the turning radius of the vehicle when you do that. A lot of times when you see these type of functionalities on vehicles, it hurts the turning radius. So what I'm seeing here is not really hurting that much. And we'll do one quick acceleration here So if it was really raining and slippery, it'd probably help it a lot more, but you guys see how straight that's accelerating. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and let's take this off-road. Let's see what it does. Woo, wow. Look. Are really helping these vehicles out. This is running smooth, I doubt. All right, y'all, I'm back to mode 1. You guys see how much more it's kind of moving on mode 1, because I'm gonna be doing some jumps and stuff. So of course, when you jump with those different modes on, it's going to kind of mess with your jumping ability. So, because the tires are gonna be turning in the air and stuff. That's jumping good. The big question is, do I feel a difference with this center diff in? And I do. I should have cleaned this area up some. That big old rock over there. We've had some nice weather here in Georgia. This is gonna be killer at the skate park, y'all. This is going good. It's actually jumping really good. Woo, wow. Now, some people may be talking about the speed going 46. Out of all the 3S vehicles, the Typhon handled the best, but it wasn't the fastest from my earlier test. The Senton was actually the fastest because I think it had a 20 tooth in there. This is jumping good. I think the Senton was the fastest. The Big Rock was second behind it, then the Granite, and then this one. Wow. But it sounds so much smoother, guys. It really does, and you can feel it. So these center diffs are really helping these vehicles out. I thought I could actually catch that. We're gonna run that back. I definitely feel the difference now that I turned that off. You guys can see the way this vehicle's handling. It's kind of hitting the bumps and so if I turn it back on, it actually handles a little bit better over this really rough, crazy terrain, but I don't want to because I am doing these jumps. Ooh, I thought I landed that. This is running smooth, I doubt. I doubt I get that. Oh, I tried to go up and do a flip and come down and my skills weren't that good to do it. Now the big question is, how does this compare to the Jado 4x4? I haven't driven one yet, and I know some people are like, how can you compare it if you haven't driven it? Well, the Jado is $349. This is $339. This is a lot faster. You get a center diff. You don't get that with the Jado. You get a slipper clutch with that one. This has got it beat, guys. The only one that's going to compete with this is, of course, going to be the VXL Jado. But I don't think, for the value of the price and stuff, I think Arrma's got them beat, because at that price range, you're getting into the Typhon 6S. And I don't think that Jado will be able to compete with it, but we'll see. I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that, but right now, that BL2S Jado is not gonna compete with this for the value for the dollar especially. And this comes with a better radio. The Jado BLS does not even come with a TQI radio. Wow, which I think Traxxas should have included with that, but Oh, my battery just dumped. I told y'all it's a little cheap battery I got up in here. So that's gonna be a quick run. I'm definitely gonna have to get a better battery put up in, because battery's not lasting that long. But so far so good. This ran good for the few minutes that I ran it on. 46 miles per hour out the box. Yeah, I showed you guys the DSC to show you how that functionality works for it. So I'm gonna get a better 3S and put that in here, and then probably bring it back out here and run it here again, and then also take it to the skate park. And then I got a construction site I'm really gonna bash this at. So anyway, I wanted to at least introduce this to you guys. Good job on this Arrma course. There's links in the description for this, and then also the Vorteks is out as well. And then there's also the Fury, and then the Sentin 4x4. So there's gonna be links all in the description for all those. And they also have some sales going on too if you guys wanna check that out. I got some really good sales going on if you guys wanna check that out. But anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, put your comments down on what you guys think about this. I'm probably gonna gear up to a 22 pinion gear and run it on a speed run to see how fast I can get it then, and then take it to the skate park and do all that. But put down in the comments what you guys wanna see first. Skate park, construction site, speed run, with a 22 pinion gear, or what? See you guys in the next video. Appreciate you watching.